Hey guys, it's Rosie or Top of Bricks here with another video. Today's video is going to be talking about the LEGO Harry Potter figures that we need. Me and Brick Witchery were sitting in a call the other day working on this list together of Harry Potter characters or particular versions of characters that LEGO haven't made into minifigures yet, so a lot of these are suggestions that she made. The full list comprises of around 40 characters which LEGO has missed out. I'll leave the full list in the description below, but in today's video we're only going to cover 10 of the key and obvious missing ones rather than the niche ones, so without further ado, let's get into this video. The first one of 10 which LEGO has missed out is the Hogwarts Ghosts. We've had nearly Headless Nick, but we're still missing the Fat Friar, the Bloody Baron and the Grey Lady. In my opinion, they should have sold these ghosts in an accessory pack, or maybe just include the other 3 missing ghosts in the Harry Potter CMF series, so hopefully if we get a series 3 in 2022 we will see one of them then, but fingers crossed. The next set of characters are also a set of 4, and that's going to be the Marauders. Can you imagine if we got the Marauders in an accessory pack rather than the ones we got in the last year or so? I think they would have sold so much better. So if you aren't aware of what the Marauders are, they are the founders of the Marauders map. They consist of young versions of James Potter or Prongs, Remus Lupin or Moony, Sirius Black or Padfoot, and Peter Pettigrew or Wormtail. There's still a chance for LEGO to give us these figures in a CMF, as they've already given us figures of the past in Harry Potter CMFs before, such as in Season 2 being Lily and James. So the rest of the figures on this list are going to be individuals and not like sets of characters, and to kick off that trend we have Rita Skeeter. I find it baffling how we haven't had Rita Skeeter yet from LEGO, and it just goes to show how underrepresented the Goblet of Fire is as a sub-theme to LEGO Harry Potter. For the last 15 years we have gotten barely any Goblet of Fire sets, which would explain key missing characters from that film. A few of them will feature in this video, and one of them is of course Rita Skeeter. Hopefully though, LEGO will give us her in a possible Series 3 Harry Potter CMF or something. Next up we have Minerva McGonagall in her black robes. This may sound like a specific pick, but in actuality, Minerva McGonagall wears her black robes from the Prison of Azkaban all the way through to part 2 of the Deathly Hallows. She only wears green robes in the first 2 films, similarly to how Dumbledore wore dark red robes in the first 2 films, but then changed to a lighter blue colour after the actor change due to Richard Harris's unfortunate passing. But yeah, I think LEGO could easily slip this version of McGonagall into any set into the future, and I'm surprised that they've chosen not to do so yet, to be honest with you. For the next minifigure in our list we have Sirius Black in his normal clothes. Now I desperately want this figure as Sirius Black is one of my favourite characters, and it's a little frustrating how the only version of him we get is in his torn prison clothes. He wears this attire in just one film, but that look has dominated his appearance in the LEGO Harry Potter theme. Now there is a clear opportunity to get this figure along with another who I will cover next, and that is if LEGO decide to do a Grimmauld playset. There's been some fantastic mocks of this set, which even the official LEGO Twitter account has retweeted. I think getting this set will be an awesome build with the possible feature to hide it amongst the Muggle houses, while also giving us some brand new figures such as Sirius Black in his normal attire. Next up is another minifigure who could benefit from a LEGO Grimmauld playset release, and you guessed it right, it's Kreacher. So obviously we've had Dobby a few times, but unfortunately no Kreacher, which is a little disappointing. I understand not getting house elves such as Winky, as they only appeared in the books and not in the films, but I feel Kreacher is an essential enough character to the story to warrant LEGO making a minifigure of him, just one time at least, and a Grimmauld playset would be the perfect way to do that. Next up on our list are a couple of Hogwarts based characters who for some strange reason haven't been made into minifigures yet by LEGO. The first of the two is Madame Pomfrey, which to me is most bizarre. She appears in the majority of the films, and we've had LEGO Harry Potter sets which have included a hospital wing, such as set 75948, the Hogwarts Clock Tower. It would have been so easy for LEGO to give us this figure in that set, and we've even had a version of it in the LEGO Harry Potter game. So the printing is already done and made for them. All this just makes it even more baffling how she hasn't had an appearance in any of the LEGO Harry Potter sets to date. The other Hogwarts based character who I was referring to who hasn't seen the light of day in any LEGO Harry Potter set is Percy Weasley. This character again is such an easy one to slip into a bunch of LEGO Harry Potter sets. We've had like, what, 10 sets associated with by name or expansion to Hogwarts Castle, and LEGO could have given us Percy in almost any of these sets. Just to highlight how bizarre this is, in the Great Hall set of 2018 we've got Susan Bones, who was hardly ever seen in the films, never mind the Great Hall. And in the 2021 release of the Chamber of Secrets set, we got Luna Lovegood, who didn't appear in that film at all. It's so strange to me why we don't get these key characters such as Percy Weasley or Madame Pomfrey but we instead get students such as Susan Bones or teachers such as Professor Sinistra, who plays an extremely minimal role in the films. So on to the last two figures on this list. We have two Goblet of Fire characters, the first one being Barty Crouch Sr, who played a massive role in the Goblet of Fire film, but unfortunately due to that film being underrepresented by LEGO in the Harry Potter theme, it's really no surprise that he's missed the limelight. Ideally this minifigure could be made in a future LEGO Harry Potter CMF series, but I won't get my hopes up. And finally, for our last minifigure which LEGO hasn't made yet, and that's Barty Crouch Jr in his normal attire. So technically we have had a Barty Crouch Jr before, as the Alistair Moody from the LEGO Harry Potter Series 1 CMF had a double-sided face with Barty Crouch Jr on the other side, but obviously in this condition you are stuck wearing the clothes of Alistair Moody. In the Goblet of Fire film we also see him wearing a smart suit and a jacket in the courtroom scene, and we also see him wear dark attire with a black leather jacket in the scene where he cast a dark mark in the Quidditch World Cup. Maybe LEGO could give us a courtroom set where we would have 3 of these missing characters in a set all at once, those being Rita Skeeter, Barty Crouch Jr and Barty Crouch Sr. And also even minifigures such as a younger Dumbledore could be interesting too, as well as an updated Karkaroff figure, as the last Karkaroff figure we got was back in 2005 and he didn't look accurate at all. But yeah, I don't think LEGO would make a courtroom set. I feel the setting is a little too dark and a little too real, and it wouldn't be something the kids would really want. But nonetheless, it would make us a great opportunity to get our hands on some awesome new LEGO Harry Potter figures. So I think I'll stop it there. I've covered 10 of the 40th minifigures that me and Brick Witchery came up with. I'll leave the full list in the description below, and please add to that list in the comments below, as we're bound to have missed some, even though we're at it for a good couple of hours. But yeah, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to see some more LEGO Harry Potter content. I've been Rosie, your top of bricks. Thank you for watching.